Hello guys, welcome in the third part of the JavaScript series. Today we will be talking about the conditionals, but before that, last time I forgot to tell you about one very important type that is called bool or boolean, and it can hold true or false values. So let's create one or two. First one will be called it is true and will hold true value, and the second one will be called it is false and will hold false value. And let's display them in the console to check them out. And as you can see, true and false values have different color. That means they are treated as actual logical values, not strings. Okay, so bool values becomes very handy in conditional statements like if instruction. If instruction allow you to execute some code only if some condition is met. So let's create one. We're just typing keyword if, two parentheses, and between them we can define some condition. Okay, and we are just passing through right now. And inside we'll display some message. For example, condition is met. So what happens? Expression between these two parentheses will be evaluated, and if it will be true, this message will be displayed. In our case, we're just passing through, so we are sure it will be displayed. So let's check it out. But before that, let's comment out this one. Let's refresh, and as you can see, that is our message. But if we change this to false, there is nothing displayed over here. We don't have to pass keywords like this or values like this. We can use variables, and it will be actually exactly the same. This is for true, and this one for false. Works exactly the same. Okay, but if statement works also with numbers, but it's quite tricky because positive and negative numbers will be considered always as true, when 0 will be always considered as false. So let's check it out, and let's pass, for example, 10. And as you can see, condition is met because as I said before, expression between these two parentheses is evaluated, and it's everything that is different than 0 will be the true. So 10 is different than 0, and the message is displayed. If we change it to 0, it will return false, and we have no message. Okay, so let's try changing 0 to -10. Let's refresh the site, and as you can see, everything different than 0 is treated as true, so the message is displayed. Next thing I want to show you is extending if statement by using else statement. How it works: if condition will be met, the code inside if statement will be executed. But if condition will not be met, the code inside else statement will be executed. So let's display some message inside else statement. For example, condition isn't met. And if it's true, it will display this one. So let's refresh. Okay, and as expected, this is our message. And if we change it to false, this line of code should be executed over here. So let's refresh, and as you can see, this is the message from else statement. Also, we can combine handling multiple conditions using else if So we'll need another variable, like it is another false. And to handle multiple conditions, we have to use else if, and between parentheses, we define new condition. So let's say this is another false, and let's create another else if, and it will be the true, and display some messages. This is second condition, and this is third condition. So first condition will not be met, second condition will not be met, but third condition will be met because it will be true. So let's check it out. Let's refresh, and as you can see, third condition is met. But if we change, for example, the second one to true and the last one to false, and refresh, only the second condition is met. We can also handle a situation when no conditions are met using else at the end of the else if instruction. So let's add else, and let's type some message for it. For example, no conditions met. And to get here, we have to change this one to false, and let's refresh, and as you can see, none of these conditions were met, so the default message was displayed. In if statements, we can also make use of comparison operators. But first, let's comment out this code, and let's create a new variable, for example number, which one will hold 10, and let's create new if statement. And inside if statement, let's check if our number is greater than 0, and if it's true, so if this expression will return true, let's display it is greater than 0. And in other case, if our number will be less than 0, let's display second message, it is less than 0. And let's check it out. And as expected, our number is greater than 0, so this message is displayed. We change 10 to, for example, -10, and check this condition again, this message should appear. So let's refresh, and as you can see, this message is displayed. Also, we can check if our number is less than 0, but first let's change messages to that it is true and it is false. Save it, and let's check the condition, and as you can see, it's true that -10 is less than 0. Also, we can check if two numbers are equal using two equal signs like this, and if we check if -10 is equal to 0, it is of course false. And let's change it to 0 now to check this out, and of course 0 is equal to 0. We can also check if two numbers are different using exclamation mark and equal sign, and let's check they are different. Of course it's false, and if we change number to, for example, 10, it will be true. Also, we have less than or equal, and greater than or equal. They are working exactly the same as the less than or greater than, but they are still checking if the number is equal. Also, we have triple equal sign operator, which one check if values and types are the same, and exclamation mark equal sign, which one check if the values or types are different. And next thing I want to show you is logical operators. At first, let's comment out this code and let's create new variable. For example, some value and pass 10. And now let's create new if statement. And inside if statement, we want to check two conditions: if our value is greater than 1, and using a logical operator, and we want to check if our number is less than 20. So our number must be in a range between 1, 2, actually 2 and 19. So if it's true, let's display some message. For example, number in range, just like this. And number is in range because 10 is greater than 1 and less than 20. If we change our 10 to 0, and as you can see, we have no message because maybe 0 is less than 20, but it is not greater than 1. Second thing I want to show you is OR operator. This one was AND operator. So let's go and let's use the same value again, and let's check if this value is less than 11 or this value is equal to 11. And if it's true, let's say number is okay, and change our value to 10 again, comment out this one, and if we refresh, number is okay because it is less than 11. But if we change it to 11, this condition will be false, but this condition will be true. So number is okay anyway. In this particular case, we don't have to use logical operator. It will be enough if we will use less than or equal 11, and it will work exactly the same. We have one more logical operator, which one is not expressed as exclamation mark. Let's first comment out this one, and let's create new if statement, and let's pass through and display some message. Okay, so it's true, right? And we will get this message like this. But if we use exclamation mark, we'll negate this value true to false, and this message will not appear. Visualize this. Let's use else and play other text and refresh, and as you can see, we're just negating true to false. If we do the same with false, by negating it, we'll get true, so the first message will be displayed just like this. Last thing I want to cover in this video is switch statement. So I prepared some code because there is a lot of typing, and I will just paste it and go over it. So first thing I did is creating a new variable which one holds strawberry string. Then I'm passing this variable to the switch statement. If the value of this variable will match one of these cases, the message for this case will be displayed. So if our fruit to describe holds strawberries, this message over here for this case will be displayed. So let's check it out. And as you can see, they are red. Okay, if we change strawberries to apples, this message over here is displayed. Also, we have some default message if none of these cases will match. So let's change apples to watermelon. We don't have case like this. So let's save it, refresh, and as you can see, the default message has been displayed. Also, after each case, I used break keyword, which stops execution of switch statement. So to show you how it works, let's go back to our strawberries and let's delete break keyword, save, refresh, and as you can see, after matching this case, the message has been displayed. They are red, but because there is no break keyword anymore, the message for the blueberries was also displayed. If we delete this one too, the third message will appear as well. Okay, so now let's go back to our breaks, and we can use also numbers in switch statement. So let's change strawberries to 1 and change each of cases 1, 2, and 3. Let's save it, refresh, and as you can see, for the 1, they are red message has been displayed. If we change this to 3, for the 3, they are green, red, and the yellow message has been displayed. Okay guys, thank you for watching. It's all for today. I hope you enjoyed and you learned something new. See you next time.